Oh, Amanda Seals. Oh, Amanda Seals. Come on in here, you. Come on in here, you. You got so much to say about former President Barack Obama. You wondering why black people still love Obama? Why? Have you looked at the news lately? Have you seen the rhetoric that Trump and what Joe Biden did post Obama? Let's just say on character alone, just on character alone. How do we go from a guy that had style, could articulate, could present some class, to back old white Archie Bunker diaper wearing jive turkeys who have not done anything for black folks? But yet you ask the question, why do black people like Obama? Now let's say this. I got into a discussion with a dear friend of mine who was lost during the pandemic. And we got into it once about Obama. Actually, he hung up on me and he came back next day and apologized. And he asked me that question. I said, what did you expect him to do? He was the first. I said, did you think he was going to have reparations and a cookout and say, we all kumbaya and get down? When you know good and well that he'd have been part of lynching? And you remember when they had that dude who came near his window? Where was security? Don't act like Obama didn't have to walk a fine line as the first. Because when you first black in anything, you have to be very strategic in place. It's a thing called class. It's a thing called tact. It's a thing called putting yourself in the proper positioning. Um, no, ain't it funny how Trump always claimed he didn't done so much for black people and all this and all that mess? What has he done? He DI, he take everything away. He's segregated with his housing with his pops back in the day. Central Park 5. I can go on. His family said he made racist remarks, which I believe. I can so see it. Charlottesville, West Virginia, good people on both sides. Remember that? So, what has he done? What did Joe Biden do except with the crime bill? What did they do? You come out here. Now, I'm not even no fan of Questlove. I'm not big on Quest at all. I respect the Sly Stone thing, and he keeps a hustle, but I'm not no fan of Questlove stuff. But that was some cold shade when that turkey had her on, and she didn't know that he'd unfriended her, and then she tried to unfriend him, and he was already ghost on her. I thought that was hilarious. That's adaptable because he set that jive turkey redder up. This turkey redder up here talking about why black people, she can't get it around her eyes. Have you not been watching the news? Have you not been watching what's going on? And in case you don't know, everything was done to take out black progression in schools and in places. But a funny thing didn't happen. Black folks ain't even care. He's trying everything to downplay diversity. He's trying everything, except at least Costco had a spine to stay on code. But Target and Whack Mart and all these other places went along with his shenanigans. And now those terrorists and tore their behind up. And now they're having to make a money. And then now suddenly he's not so cool to get down with. But no one told you idiots to be down with him. All them people who voted for him that were non-black and they couldn't, because it wasn't about. He said, I'm gonna get rid of the degenerates, etc., etc. he they said, oh well, and black folks' feelings and matters don't matter. But now you have land communities and communities coming out, and they need black folks support. But as they telling some of them was telling black folks to stay home because we weren't there for you, and what we were supposed to do now. But you're gonna ask a question: when did Obama ever have to pay money to a woman to support his campaign fund when it was illegal funds? And the lawyer had to go do a bid for it. And you had to have someone like Elon Musk to co-sign you just to keep your butt from hanging out with Diddy and the baby oils. So this is hilarious that, they always get one. Candace on, to believe me, Candace Owens was doing it, and she stopped shuffling. Kanye be shuffling. There's a lot of them be shuffling. Amanda Seals guess, they wanted to get in on it. What does Amanda Seals do exactly? Part-time singer, part-time acting, part-time commentary. What does she do? And like Janet Jackson said, what have you done lately? I said, throw your crazy head up on there and go on some like, well, why black people? Why? Why you care? Hmm? Oh, I get it. You want people to get excited about old Doughboy that's in the White House right now and why he's trying to take everything away in terms of historical, you know. See, if you had parents or grandparents or relatives who fought in wars and stuff, and they're getting minimized the way Trump is minimized, all the way to Jackie Robinson, and you gotta wonder why some folks is missing Obama. You really gotta ask that question. Why the NFL quarterback Jalen Hurts, who won the Super Bowl, didn't want no parts of that White House. You really have to ask why. Because it is offensive. And it's very offensive. And Joe Biden was no much better, But this is what happens when they hire these light in the head, jive turkey redders who go on rants because it's like they get paid. And then what happens when Trump ain't got no use for you? Then you're like Omarosa and all the rest of them who didn't shuffle for him. And guess what? You have no soul in your skin and you have no souls underneath your shoes because you sold out. Man, the seals. Wonder why black people still love Obama. Turn your TV on, turn your computer on, turn your tablet on, turn your brain on. Ask yourself, the hate that comes out here in these streets, the way people be talking, and they get behind that MAGA, and that is embarrassing. And if you can't read between the lines, Amanda says, then you really are behind the 8 ball. And I hope you're not as dumb as you portray to be. But you know what they say? It's better to keep your mouth shut and have people think you are dumb than open your mouth and then to be. And then you wonder why you got hoodwinked by Questlove, which was hilarious. Because that was hilarious. And you went on that rant and it backfired. And it's going to stay backfiring. Because nobody really knows what you do. I think in the alphabet, you're probably a Z-list talent. I may give you a Q. I may give you hope because you can sing a little bit. You do a little bit. Okay, a little bit. That's it. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.